Welcome to Inside Gaming. I am Jack, and it's weekend roundup time. The entire Smash community is in an uproar. Rah! Again, and it's not what you think. Well, maybe it's a little bit what you think, but there's a big twist of a knife. Ooh, drama and foreshadowing. So listen up. Nintendo has shut down a major Smash tournament. That's obviously not the twist, it's coming later. More specifically, Nintendo has allegedly shut down the entire Smash World Tour, which was a huge interconnected series of international tournaments under one umbrella, which culminates in an annual championship event and was going to receive Nintendo's official partnership this year. Now, everything has been trashed. So sad. According to the event organizers, almost an entire year of coordinating was promising until Nintendo suddenly changed its mind and shut everything down in a meeting the day before Thanksgiving. That's not what you're supposed to bring, like turkey and corn to Thanksgiving, not cancel contracts. The Smash World Tour organizers posted an official statement publicly revealing the details of the situation, stating, quote, "Our Nintendo rep opened by letting us know that they are being asked to deliver the news that going forward, Nintendo expects us to only operate with a commercial license, and that we would not be granted one for the upcoming championships or any activity in 2023. We received this in writing as well." Big oof there. A commercial license to broadcast Smash is something Nintendo can and has granted to some tournaments in the past in exchange for running ads, but they can and have also asked organizers to pay for it. Some speculation here due to esports shenanigans, but reportedly the asking price is somewhere in the tens of thousands of dollars. You might be wondering, well, most competitive Smash tournaments have been grassroots and unsanctioned for years, so why don't things just go back to how they were before? Well, the Smash World Tour statement explains, quote, "As a last-ditch effort, we asked if we could continue running the championships and the tour next year without a license and shift our focus to working with them in 2024. We alluded to how the last year functioned in that capacity with a mutual understanding that we would not get shut down and focus on the future. We were told directly that those times were now over." Just to give you some context here, as the scale of the Smash World Tour before Nintendo was directly involved, the organizers revealed in their statement, quote, "In 2022 alone, we connected over 6,400 live events worldwide with over 325,000 in-person entrants, making the Smash World Tour the largest esports tour in history for any game title. The championships would also have had the largest prize pool in Smash history at over $250,000. The 2023 Smash World Tour planned to have a prize pool of over $350,000. As for the impact of Nintendo's decision, the tour organizers have said, quote, "We don't know where everything will land quite yet with contracts, sponsor obligations, etc. In short, we will be losing hundreds of thousands of dollars due to Nintendo's actions. That being said, we are taking steps to remedy many issues that have arisen from canceling the upcoming Smash World Tour Championships." Statement continues, quote, "Given the timeline that we were forced into, we had to publish this statement before we could iron out all of the details. All attendees will be issued full refunds." In response, Nintendo actually issued a statement to Kotaku refuting the claims made by the Smash World Tour, which read, quote, "Unfortunately, after continuous conversations with Smash World Tour and after given the same deep consideration we apply to any potential partner, we were unable to come to an agreement with Smash World Tour for a full circuit in 2023. Nintendo did not request any changes to or cancellation of remaining events in 2022, including the 2022 World Championship event, considering the negative impact on the players who were already planning to participate." The World Tour organizers followed up with another statement to Kotaku, firing back, revealing what appears to be part of an email from Nintendo confirming the cancellation. Now, here is the twist and what's additionally got Smashers in such an uproar. The Smash World Tour statement also alleges that while they were organizing events and negotiating with Nintendo, Alan Bunny, the CEO of Panda Global, an esports team running their own competing series of officially licensed Smash events, was sabotaging things behind the scenes. Sabotage. In short, Bunny is accused of pressuring tournament organizers all year to become part of the Panda Cup over the Smash World Tour because it was going to get shut down. This has led to the Smash community's biggest influencers, pro players, and tournament organizers to a tipping point. Many are calling for a boycott of the Panda Cup, the only officially Nintendo-sanctioned series at this time, and to actively disrupt Panda Global's sponsors and partners. Meanwhile, others are coming up with creative ways to take competitive Smash Brothers into an all-new era in the event Nintendo does start sending waves of cease and desist orders.
We have our tournaments. If we get the C&D, then we turn the tournament into a protest. We turn the tournament into a protest. What do I mean by that? Everybody still come. I want the stream to be on. and I want to be talking on the stream about the state of the world and how we're trying to come together to play some video games, and corporate America is like telling us that we can't. Are we going to see the police come in and take our CRTs away? No, I don't think so.
Hey all, this would have been a great place to end this segment, but there has been a ton of updates to the story since Jack recorded, so I'm going to try and catch you all up as quickly as I possibly can. First off, Nintendo issued another official statement on Thursday, December 1st, this time to IGN, and it's much longer. The TLDR is that Nintendo is still denying that they told the Smash World Tour organizers they had to cancel the 2022 championships. The new statement also specifies that the organizers were told verbally. However, Nintendo also confirmed again that they will not provide commercial licenses for Smash World Tour events this year or next year, saying that the Smash World Tour failed to meet certain requirements. They didn't specify which ones though, only that some of the general requirements for achieving a license have to do with health and safety, as well as following brand and IP guidelines. The catch here is that, yes, Nintendo is saying we never said you had to shut everything down or shut down your event, but according to the Smash World Tour event organizers, Nintendo did tell them that they were required to have a commercial license to stream and broadcast their major Smash Brothers events, and you know, Nintendo themselves have confirmed that they don't plan on issuing those licenses to any of the Smash World Tour events. So based on who's telling the truth here, this could really have a major impact on all major Smash events going forward from here, and that's why there's such an uproar in the community right now. Nintendo also denies Panda Global had anything to do with their decision-making process, adding Panda Global will continue to be a key partner going forward, and that Nintendo is open to partnering with other organizations outside of the Panda Cup. Man, keep in mind, in the Smash World Tour statement, they were just trying to get their one championship approved. It took the better part of a year, and Nintendo backed out at the last minute. I'm not sure what other organizers would want to endure that as well, but you know, there it is. Then on Friday, Panda Global finally released their official statement, basically denying any knowledge of or intentions to cancel the Smash World Tour. However, they did confirm that their CEO, Alan Bonet, had a regrettable interaction with Beyond the Summit, another tournament organizer, confirming some of the allegations made in the original Smash World Tour statement, basically that Bonet was indeed sabotaging the Smash World Tour, or at least, you know, trying to strong arm other tournaments to being part of the Panda Cup. So needless to say, things are really on fire with Smash right now. The community has largely rejected both Nintendo and Panda Global's responses. Prominent streamer Ludwig has announced a new Smash tournament as counter-programming to the Panda Cup, which will take place on the same day. And the currently ranked #2 Smash Brothers Melee player in the world, IBDW, who plays for Panda Global, has resigned. So that's our report.
All right, on to the rest of the stories. The Callisto Protocol launched on Friday. Yay! But 2 days before that, a 14-hour playthrough of the game leaked online. Boo! Spoilers. Yeah, as reported by Tom Henderson at Inside Gamer, the entirety of Callisto Protocol was streamed on Twitch just 2 days before launch, and the VOD was already viewable for at least 24 hours. That's rough. It's a real bummer for the ex-Visceral devs, now called Striking Distance Studios, who set out to build a spiritual successor to Dead Space with their debut title after EA kicked them to the curb. On the upside, people who watched the playthrough did seem to be excited by what they saw, but that's gotta be an extremely minor consolation considering the game took a ton of effort over multiple years to build. Just ask PlayStation. They actually helped out on the game a ton. In fact, someone posted the credits revealing that Sony assigned 150 employees from their visual art services group and the Malaysian team to work on the game. Kinda surprising considering the Callisto Protocol is not platform exclusive. Interesting. The Witcher 1 remake that's currently in development will be fully open world according to a CD Projekt Red earnings report from earlier this week. A Witcher remake slide from the report describes the game as a quote story-driven single-player open world RPG, a modern reimagining of 2007's The Witcher. If you remember, the first two games in the series had large zones you could explore, but they were not exactly open world. It's easy to imagine a remake will be something more similar to The Witcher 3, which means a lot of the other aspects of the original game will likely change as well. The Witcher remake is being developed in Unreal 5 by Fool's Theory, who have veteran Witcher developers on staff, and the whole thing is being overseen directly by CD Projekt Red themselves. That there could be a number of major upgrades and big changes is kind of exciting. There is a catch though. The Witcher 1 remake will not be released until after The Witcher 4 launches, which reportedly won't be until 2025 at the earliest. So yeah, don't hold your breath. Glitches and bugs have been a part of video games since the beginning of time, but let's check on 2 recent releases. A bug was discovered in Modern Warfare 2 earlier this week that makes players invincible. That's my kind of bug. At first, cheating was suspected, but due to proximity chat, which rules, you can tell the immortal player is just as surprised as everyone else. There are also a number of issues with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but the most notable one that came up this week is a glitch that seemingly allows players to duplicate legendary Pokemon. How dare you? That's a big deal because games throughout the series usually limit you to 2 legendaries. Well, compared to a lot of the other technical issues players are experiencing with the new games, maybe it's not that big of a deal. Actually, Nintendo officially acknowledged and apologized for the rough state of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in the patch notes for the game's most recent update. The bottom of the note reads, quote, "We are aware that players may encounter issues that affect the game's performance. Our goal is always to give players a positive experience with our games, and we apologize for the inconvenience. We take the feedback from players seriously and are working on improvements to the games." Unless you're Smash. That's a whole other thing. Of course, most of the replies to the patch notes on Twitter are asking Nintendo to take feedback from Smash players seriously. Look, I didn't even know that part of the script and I already called it out. That was awesome. There's an update on the Fallout TV show, which is being produced by Amazon. Bethesda director Todd Howard spoke about the show recently on the Lex Friedman podcast, saying, quote, "When people wanted to make it a movie, they wanted to tell the story of Fallout 3 or tell the story of Fallout 4. For this, it's a let's do something that exists in the world of Fallout." Howard went on saying, quote, "It's not retelling a game story, it's basically an area of the map that's like, well, let's tell the story here that fits in the world we built and doesn't break any of the rules. It can reference things in the games, but isn't a retelling of the games. It exists in the same world, but it's its own unique thing, so adds to it." He said it's basically just another story about 90 times in different ways, but that's how it goes. Howard also spoke on the podcast praising the design of both the Xbox Series X and the PS5. Then he admitted he's actually more of a console gamer when it comes to relaxing at home. Also, in a separate interview published on the Bethesda YouTube channel, Howard said you won't run out of fuel in Starfield because that wouldn't be fun. That's a weird turn. That concludes our segment on things Todd Howard said this week. Now let's get into some of the comments. Last week, we were out on holiday, so we had a Game Awards predictions episode. A lot of people are torn between God of War and Elden Ring for Game of the Year, but Stray was also a contentious pick. Brandon B wrote, "How the f is Stray even on the level of God of War and Elden Ring? Lol, they just aren't comparable, and I like Stray," crying laughter emoji. I'm sure he didn't write out crying laughter emoji. And on the other side of the fence is Russ M, who said, "If Stray doesn't take Game of the Year, we riot. Angry cat emoji." It's shocking that people can have both sides of the same argument. I love cats. I hate cats. Fallout should win. Fallout's not even nominated. Who knows? So I'm glad. Thank you for all the predictions you guys have, and hopefully you like the episode. Okay, let's talk about some games coming out this week. Swordship is a futuristic, lightning-fast dodge-em-up. Turn the tide of battle by dodging, weaving, ducking, diving, wrenching your way through an onslaught of enemies hell-bent on tearing your swordship apart. If you can duck a wrench, you can duck a swordship. Coming to the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on December 5th. Firefighting Simulator lets you experience what it means to fight fires up close as an active part of a major US city's firefighting crew. Firefighting Simulator The Squad hits PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, and Xbox One on December 6th. Hello Neighbor 2 is a stealth horror game about digging up your creepy neighbor's secrets. But also there's a twist. Each neighbor is controlled by advanced AIs. Ooh, spooky. Hello Neighbor 2 hits PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, and Xbox One on December 6th. Impaler is a minimalist arena shooter roguelike with spikes. Summon spikes to slay monsters, build barriers, and reach higher ground. Impaler is coming to the PC on December 6th. Knights of Honor 2 Sovereign. Manage provinces, gather armies, initiate diplomacy, and dabble in espionage. The path is open. Become the true sovereign of your people and bring them to glory. Knights of Honor 2 Sovereign hits the PC on December 6th. After an experiment where the Cuckoos attempted to make their pets more obedient goes haywire, it is up to the Cuckoos to find their newly aggressive pets and regain control. Cuckoos Lost Pets hits the PS4 and Switch on December 6th. December 6th. I can't even talk. Cuckoos and December 6th messed me up. Play cards with a group of adorable animal friends who robbed the largest bank on the eastern seaboard 12 years ago. What? Sunshine Shuffle hits the PC on December 6th. Sure, why not? Be a trucker, not a truck. Step into the boots of Alaskan truck drivers. Get behind the wheels of, there's only one wheel and only one wheel in a truck. Get behind the wheel of huge machines. I guess if that's plural, get behind the wheels of huge machines. Brave, dangerous environments and fully experience the raw beauty of wild Alaska. Alaskan Truck Simulator hits the PC, PS5, Series X, PS4, and Xbox One on December 7th. A recruit of the OOO is sent to the Twin Planet system to search for Agent Cyanha. To survive, you'll have to shoot, swim, climb, and jump your way through the harsh environment of a planet being terraformed and fight the wicked enemies of the OOO. Also, there's probably dodging. Hubris is PC VR. This is the first time I've said that, and it's hitting on December 7th. Check that one out. Togs is a charming and colorful 3D puzzle platformer. Go on adventures, stack adorable living blocks, and solve puzzles around the cosmos to save the galaxy from the threats of the void. Togs comes to the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on December 7th. Take up your sword, channel your magic, or board your mech. Chained Echoes is a 16-bit style RPG set in a fantasy world where dragons are as common as piloted mechanical suits. Chained Echoes hits the PC, PS5, Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on December 8th. Happy Hour has arrived! Yay! Become the Necro Bouncer and toss out rowdy guests in a roguelike adventure through a nightclub dungeon. Raise the dead, discover hundreds of relics, ban enemies, and gobble up their powers. It's one hell of a good time. Necro Bouncer comes to the PC on December 8th. Rumblefish 2, the arcade fighter developed by Dimps in 2005, is getting an official release on PC and consoles. Smooth model animations and the game's 2-gauge system are back, alongside various updates, new modes, and rollback netcode. The Rumblefish 2 comes to the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on December 8th. Crossfire Legion is a real-time strategy game featuring furious battles across a shattered version of the near future. Raise and customize your army to engage in intense online combat. It's a new generation of warfare. Crossfire Legion comes to the PC on December 8th. Choo Choo Charles! Navigate an open world island in an old train, upgrade it over time, and use it to fight an evil spider train named Charles. Choo Choo Charles comes to the PC on December 9th. Dragon Quest Treasures. Recruit monsters as you adventure into a vast world where mysteries lie hidden on your path to discovering the legendary treasure of Draconia. Dragon Quest Treasures hits the Switch on December 9th. Thank you so much everyone for watching. We are done for this week. We really do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys liked it, and leave comments because I read all of them. That's all I do with my time. Thanks. Bye.